As he says, well, I think we know who his son is, which we'll also delve into. Pat, nice to have you with us. Christopher Russo here on High Heat. How you doing today, okay?
Doing great, brother. How you doing?
Doing well. Let's not talk about the game yet. Let's talk about you, the 99 postseason. You know, I had forgotten. You were great for Bobby Valentine's Mets. They snuck in late that last weekend with obviously the wins against the Pirates. And, of course, Cincinnati lost to Milwaukee. And then you were very good against Arizona and very good against Atlanta. That's the highlight of your deal there, that 99 postseason. 8 great innings for the New York team. Give me some thoughts on that for a sec. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it was the deal where, every game was do or die, so everybody has a job to do on the team. And so, every time my number was called, I just tried to go out and do my job and make sure that I didn't let the team down, and I was able to pitch some good innings and do some good things. And it's always been like a highlight of my career.
It sure was. How about that Game 6? I was at that game. That's the game that the Mets lost late. They blew 2 saves, but, boy, they wouldn't have gotten to that point. Leiter struggled, 3 days rest. You came in there and was lights out to give the Met offense a chance. That, in a lot of ways, with big pressure, TV, the whole 9 yards, that's the most important 4 innings of your career, keeping the Mets in that Game 6 in the NLCS. Pat, how about that for a sec?
Well, it was crazy. I went to the bullpen early. I pitched 3 games in a row, and I asked Al Jackson, rest in peace, Al Jackson, and I asked him, I said, who's going to be first up today? And he said, well, probably you. And I was like, really? And about that time, the phone rang, and I had to get up in the first inning, and I ended up coming in the first inning, and I finished that inning giving up, only one inherited runner, and it was 4-0. And I remember coming in and I'm telling Bobby Valentine, I said, just leave me here. I'm going to keep it here. We just got to score some runs, and I'm going to get us back in this game.
Yeah, and you sure did. Well done there, Pat. That's a tremendous performance there. I remember Leiter getting bombed. I don't remember who came in afterwards until today, so I learned something. All right, now, first off, I think he's almost like a shortstop, your son. I mean, the way he can throw the ball on all different angles, it's really helped him at the quarterback spot because he can throw the ball any which way you want him to throw it, even left-handed. It's almost like he developed that as a shortstop, making throws to first base. Give me some thoughts on that for a sec. Go ahead.
He's an athlete. He played all 3 sports. Baseball was the main one. That's what we all thought he was going to be. We thought he was going to be a baseball player, but he was able, his junior year, he started playing quarterback and started doing some things. Eyes got lit up a little bit. But if you don't know, Texas football is like it, and the feeling you get with the 20,000 fans at a high school football game and stuff like that in Texas, they just really craved to his appetite. And he said, Dad, I want to be a football player. And I told him it was crazy, but that's what he wanted to do. And so once he decided, after he got drafted, out of high school, he decided he was going to play football. I said, okay, we're all in. Didn't know how it would translate. Didn't know, I thought he was making a bad decision, but seems like he had the right idea and things are working out good for him now.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll tell you, a lot of moxie too, Pat. Last year he did not play great for about 3 quarters in that Super Bowl against a very good defense. And like a relief pitcher who struggles one day, you got to come out the next and forget about it. Short memory. He developed that from you because his last 12 minutes against San Francisco was dramatic and dynamic. And, you have to have that as a quarterback. You can't worry too much about the past series. You're going to move on like a reliever. And he showed you that last year. About all the things he showed, that was significant against the 49ers. Let me get your thoughts on that. Go ahead.
Well, we've had a motto, I kind of say, since he was 8 years old. Every sport that he played, whether it was basketball 2 times a week, baseball 2 times a week, or a football game on Friday night, I went to all those games, and I would always text him, before the game, and I would tell him, the things that I had to tell him that he needed to do. And then I would say, I'd always end it, I love you, and I would always tell him that players make plays. So what he does is he goes out and tries to make plays, whether that means he throws for 150 yards or he throws for 400 yards. He's going to do whatever he can to try to ensure that his team wins the game. And I told him, I said, just go out there and give it your all. And if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. I can live with that.
Now, what do you do to Sunday? I'm interested here. I don't know if you're going to, maybe you go to Tampa. You probably do. Do you pace? Do you close your eyes at times? Do you sit? I've seen pictures of you in the booth. It seems like you're pretty calm, Pat. What do you do when the game is going on and he's in there? Let me hear.
Same demeanor he has. It's a lot more nerve-wracking watching your child do something than when you're doing it, because, when I'm on the mound, I got the ball in my hand and nothing happens till I release it. But, watching your son, you always, hope and wish for the best. But I'm not worried about him. He's going to go out there. He's going to play the game like it's supposed to be played. And as long as he do that, I'm good.
Does it have any significance to you that he is playing this game maybe near the end, last time against Brady? What's your take about, I know they played in the championship game 2 years ago, so we know they have played, but how about Brady passing the torch, if it hasn't already been passed, to your son on Sunday? What's that mean to you there, watching that as a former athlete?
Well, me personally, I'm old school, and as far as passing the torch and all that, we're a long way from there. He's only had 3 years as a starter. Yes, he's been off to a hot start, but he knows the dues from being around the clubhouse all those years. He knows the dues you have to pay, to be great. And so I think he takes a little bit of what everybody does and tries to add it to his game, and he's going to grind. That's the main purpose. Go out there and grind every day, and once it's all said and done, then people can say, who's the greatest, who's this, who's that. But I don't think that's a part of his. I think he's out there trying to win as many games as he can, and so he's going out there and playing for his teammates, trying to make each one of them better, and just do your thing. Everything else will come later.
Do you, last thing, do you leave him alone game day? Do you text him with one final note at noontime on Sunday? Or do you leave him alone and wait till after the game?
No, I'm going to text him. I'll text him Sunday. I'll text him and tell him, hey, this is what we're doing, as though Gary come in with me. But I'll text him and tell him the same thing. Hey, go out there, lead the men, do whatever you got to do to win this game. And as you know, players make plays, and whoever makes the most plays is going to win the game.
Great job, gentlemen. Great job out of you, Mr. Mahomes. Enjoy the game Sunday. Thanks so much, pal.
You see Chris talking to you, Roops?
What's up, baby?
Hello. Who are you with there, Patrick? Who are you with? That is Gary Sheffield, who was just on here a couple of weeks ago, for crying out loud. How about that? We got Sheff and we got Mahomes. All right, Sheffield, who's going to win? You're Tampa. Who's going to win?
How I go?
Bucks or Chiefs? Bucks or Chiefs? I want no nonsense. You're a Tampa guy. Bucks or Chiefs? Who wins?
Well, it's funny. It's a funny thing. I was here when the Bucks played the Chiefs early, and Chef invited me over to his house that night, and I told him, I said, I'm not going to make it tonight. I said, I'll see you when we get back. He said, you going to come back? I said, yeah, we'll be back.
There you go. How about that? Gary Sheffield and Patrick Mahomes. Pat Mahomes, and, of course, his son getting ready